Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Revisit series. This is the last day for this series. Today it's called the 300 rep challenge. Okay, with them, what is in it for me? What are our target areas for today? Legs, glutes, and upper body. All right, you are doing 50 reps per each exercise, and you can break that down however you would like. You may be familiar with that 100 rep challenge exercise that we have done. I can leave a link in the description for you to go back and do that if you'd like to have another type of starting point. First exercise that we have are goblet squats. Goblet squats, I want you to grab some type of equipment that's going to elevate your heels off the ground. I just have a simple 2x4 that I can use to stand on top of. What I'm doing is placing that down. I'm going to have my heels about shoulder width apart on that piece of wood, taking my dumbbell in a goblet style hold, place it on my chest, and we're squatting. To make it easier, you can tuck your elbows between your legs when you're coming down, okay? We are targeting your quads and your hamstrings, your thighs, with the goblet squats. Next are push-ups. Push-ups, we're targeting your chest, your triceps with this. I want you to take your dumbbell that you're using. We're going to place it in the center of your arms. So this is a target or a reference point for where your chest is going to come down to. Reason being, about the same height as a fist, which is where we traditionally like to see how far you're coming down for your push-ups. So what I want you to do is come into an upper plank position and just bring your chest down to the dumbbell for your push-ups. Okay? Now, alternative for your push-ups. You can come down to your knees if you need to. I just recommend, if you're on a hard surface, to get something soft, yoga mat, flip-flops, whatever it is to put under your knees so your knees aren't digging into the ground here. Again, targeting your chest and triceps with push-ups. Dumbbell swings are next. Dumbbell swings, we are targeting your glutes, thighs, a little bit of core with this exercise. Now, dumbbell swings, you may be familiar, a little bit more familiar hearing kettlebell swings. Dumbbell swings are the same thing, just with a dumbbell. Something I do want you to focus on when we're doing this is when we come up with the dumbbell, we're not going above eye level. When we come back, we're using our forearms to stop that momentum, so we're not coming way behind our rear. All right, I'm just going to show you an example of how the dumbbell swing should look. So when we're coming up, we may take 1 or 2 to get started. We're popping our hips to bring it up to eye level. It's a simple movement. Okay? As you can see, when I was coming back, I wasn't going way behind my rear. I was using my forearms to stop that momentum. Okay? Dumbbell swings, again, targeting our glutes, our thighs with that exercise. Floor press, that is next, targeting our chest and our triceps again. I want you to come down to the ground, take your dumbbell, and you're going to put it out to the side as such. What I want you to do is press your palm up to the ceiling. We're pressing up. Now, when you come down, I don't want you resting your tricep, the back of your arm, on the ground here. You're almost going to touch or kiss the ground. Press right back up. Okay? You'll switch to the other side. Coming down, touch and press. Touch and press. Now, with the floor press, these bilateral movements, they are going to be 25 each side to get you your total of 50. All right, that's bringing us into our next exercise, which are dumbbell rows. You need to grab a piece of equipment that's around hip level. As you can see, I have a traditional workhorse that I could use, even a step stool that I have here. If you have a chair or a workbench, something that you can use to support yourself to get in your bent over position. I traditionally use my workhorse, but I'm just going to use something different today, just to use as an example and for my workout today. So I'm taking that hip level equipment, dumbbell, same arm, same leg going back. Whatever arm I'm rowing with, that same leg is going back. And we're bringing wrist to hip, getting a squeeze at the top. Okay? You're going to switch to the other side. You get 25 on each side. What we are doing is targeting our back and our biceps with this exercise. That's bringing us into our final movement for the main circuit, which is lunges. Lunges, targeting our quads, hip flexor, thighs, etc., calves as well. What I want you to do is same arm, same leg, the leg that's coming out, same arm to hold the dumbbell, and we're coming out and we're lunging, okay? You got 25 each side. I'm going to show you from a different angle, switching arms here. Same arm, same leg, coming out. Now, with the lunges, something I want to point out, if you have knee problems or knee issues, some pain when you come down into a lunge, I want you to focus on not letting whatever leg that comes out, that front toe, I don't focus on not letting that knee pass your toe, okay? So, for example, when I come down, I'm not pressing forward and letting my knee pass my toe, okay? Things to help out and to think about when you're doing this movement is keeping your chest up. To help keep your chest up, you can keep your chin up, and the two will work together there, all right? So in turn, keep my chest and my chin up. My knee is not passing the front toe, all right? You need to look down to make sure you're not, by all means, go right ahead. It's just something that helps out. During your resting periods, for each exercise that you do, your resting period is going to be anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds, okay? All right, so there is our main circuit. You got the goblet squats, push-ups, dumbbell swings, rows, lunges, and that's gonna bring us into our finisher. Our finisher is going to be 3 minutes of 3 air squats into a sprawl, okay? So we're not using our dumbbells in this case. We're just gonna do 3 air squats, 1, 2, 3. On that third one, when you come up, you're doing a sprawl. Okay, I'm gonna show you from the side, a sprawl. That's it. Come down to an upper plank position and explode back up. Now, if you need an alternative for the sprawl, if you need to go a little bit slower, take your time going down. You can do a step out, step up, okay? 3 air squats, 1, 2, 3, sprawl. You got 3 minutes of that for the finisher. All right, so that's everything that we have for our 300 rep challenge. We're gonna go into our warm up after I drink some water. All right, let's kick off our warm up and then we'll go into our main portion of the workout. First thing I want you to do are 5 knee huggers each leg. So you're just grabbing that knee, bringing it up to your chest. 5 each leg. Give me 10 air squats. All right, give me 10 arm swings. It's gonna take us into arm circles. Give me small arm circles going forward. Make them large. Great, go ahead, take it back, start it small. Make them large. And relax. Next, give me 5 lunges each leg. finish our warm up with 5 inchworms. You can add a push-up at the end. I want you to go ahead and get yourself a sip of water, and then we're going to kick this thing off. All right, quick reminder before we kick this thing off. This is, again, the 300 rep challenge. You have 50 reps, 50 reps of each exercise you're doing. Those bilateral movements are 25 each side, okay? So first exercise that you have are the goblet squats. So you got 50 total, push-ups, 50 total, dumbbell swings, floor press, rows, lunges. Those last 3 are the bilateral movements. You have 25 each side, okay? Again, 50 reps each, so you can break that down however you like. So you could do 5 sets of 10, you could do a set of 20, another set of 20, and then the last one of 5. However you want to break it down, that is entirely up to you. I know I just did math of 45 right there, but you get the point. So, first exercise that we're going to jump into are the goblet squats. And begin. So what I plan on doing is 2 sets of 25. We're going to see how that plays out. Next are push-ups. All right, next are dumbbell swings. Next is floor press. So if you're doing it how I am, what I did is half of my goblet squats, half of my push-ups, half of my dumbbell swings. I did all of my floor press, so I got all 50 in, 25 each arm. The rows, I'm probably going to do the same thing. I'll just do all 50. And then the lunges, we'll see how I feel about the lunges. I may just do all 50 on that as well. All right, next are the rows, 25 each arm. Remember, same arm, same leg goes back. All right, so I just did all 50 of my rows. All right, next are the lunges. Right, I got my last 25 of goblet squats. All right, my last 25 push-ups. My last 25 dumbbell swings. Now that I've finished up 50 of each exercise, I've done my whole 300 reps. If you're not there yet, keep pushing, get through it. You take the rest that you need to get through the rest of that. All right, I just hit my 30-second rest. Reminder for the finisher, 3 minutes of 3 air squats into a sprawl. 3 air squats into a sprawl. I recommend whatever you are using for a timer, take it off, put it down in front. You do not need your dumbbells, just body weight here. Take one last sip of water and go on. And begin. One more minute. Thirty seconds. and relax. Good job getting through that main circuit, 300 reps, and then we capped it off with 3 more minutes of consistent work. Good stuff, good job. Consistency is the key through all this stuff. If you haven't done so, get yourself some water, then we'll kick off our cool down. If you're already sitting down, you can stay there. If not, if you want to stand up, go right ahead. First stretch I'm doing, go more than shoulder width apart. We're gonna go right down the center here. And relax. Before we go to the next one, something I want to point out, and I point it out for all my stretches. If you want to make it effective and get a really good results out of your stretches, the minimum you should do are 1 every day, daily, and you should do a minimum of 2 sets for 20 seconds each exercise. I go through them pretty quick in my channel, in my workouts, so just know that this isn't the ends that meets the means. There's more stretching that you can do. Let's take it to the left. Come up, slow, to the right. Come up, slow. Whatever you were using for your bent over rows, go ahead, grab that if you'd like. You don't need to. We are going to do a quad stretch. Something I'm going to point out with the quad stretch, when you grab your ankle and you pull it towards your rear, focus on trying to keep that knee pointing down, and then also act as if you have something, a string that's attached to your hip, and you're pulling your hip forward, right? So you can see I'm just here normal. When I point my knee down, when I push my hips forward, you get a lot more stretch in my hip flexor and my quad as well. Let's relax. Again, 2 sets for 20 seconds. But we're switching to the other side here. Again, knee pointing down. You got a string pulling those hips forward. Okay, go ahead, relax. I want to say it one more time. 2 sets, 20 seconds. Go ahead, take your dumbbell. Just put it out in front of you here. And I want you to take the ball of your foot, whichever one you want to use. Take the ball of your foot on the end of the dumbbell. Just slightly push that heel down. Let's rock forward. Stretch your calf. Relax. Let's switch to the other side. Pull the foot on top, heel press down. We're rocking forward. Nice and easy. If you got a dumbbell, the ends are either too big or too small, whatever, you can use the handle for this as well. Put your foot right on the handle. This one, if it's too low or whatever, you might have to step forward to get that. okay? A figure 4 stretch or a penguin stretch. Figure 4, I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna lay my shin across. I'm gonna take my opposite leg, press it back. Now, some people will come over the top. Some will just stay up. But what we're doing is we're pressing our hips down to the ground. We're just letting gravity take over, just letting our hips sink. Now you should be getting a stretch in your hip flexor if you're staying up. Okay, you can press and focus more on the hip flexor, or you can rotate and get more on your glute if you want to come over top. You're also getting some of your IT band as well. Let's go ahead, switch over. Take that leg at the 90-degree, opposite leg back. Again, you can sit over top, get that hip flexor, or you can rotate towards your glute and get that. All right, let's go ahead and stand up. I want you to take your arm cross body, pull that with the opposite arm, come up underneath, and pull that arm across. Relax. Again, 2 sets for 20. Change over to the other side. And relax. Let's go into a butterfly stretch. You can either sit down for that or you can stay up. I'm doing a modified version of it where I'm staying on the balls of my feet, putting my palms on the ground, pressing my elbows into my knees, and I'm just rocking forward. Again, 2 sets for 20 seconds, but I'm gonna go ahead and relax from there. Now, y'all may have thought I forgot, but I didn't. I mentioned about bringing a guest on the show. Without further ado, come here, girl. Give me a hug. Hi! You want to say hi to everybody? Welcome, my dog. Her name is Barney. Interested in everything else but the show right now. Hi. Well, I just want to say thank you again for watching the show, doing the workouts with me and everything. But you know what I'm going to ask you, because I ask it every time. She drinks plenty of water, but are you? Did you drink enough water today?